Alright guys, before we get into the video, I want to share with you a reading from Umbral Stalker, Groom to the Shadow Maiden. It would really mean a whole lot to me if you guys would pick up this book, read it, and please share me your thoughts.
Chapter 1. The Merits of Toil. Gratul City, home of delinquents, whores, robbers, extortionists, bastards, abusers, con men, horrible men, good men, immodest women, no modest women, as far as public sighting is concerned, and ceaseless generational debauchery. It also happens to be home to economic growth, as far as the city dwellers are led to believe. A fair-looking man, blond of hair, white of skin, and thin to light muscle, had been speaking upon a large device attached to a cord. It looked like it were a brick.
Sir, the bricks and mortar specialty bundle is our highest quality package for the cheapest cost. Not even our competitors can match one mark beneath our price. Our designs have been reviewed by the industry's world-renowned architects. Your banking firm will soon carry a leading image of luster in Gratul's streets. This would sound better than your other considerations, no?
Queried the fair man's deep voice.
Pricing is no longer an issue of mine. Will you get the job done and get it done fast, with maximal security infrastructure worked to our designs?
Requested a man's voice on the phone line. The fair man grinned, raising his right eyebrow.
Yes, sir. I was just about to ask that,
reassured the fair man. The man on the phone line chuckled.
Work your boys' asses off for me, you hear? Good dealing with you, Nessian,
spoke the man before hanging up on the line. Placing down his phone, Nessian opened up a drawer, grabbing a small piece of paper and an envelope. Grabbing a pen, Nessian hovered his hand above the piece of paper as a man walked across his office door. Nessian, just got news of a new order. You're doing, I'm sure? Asked the man with a smirk. Nessian looked up from his pen and paper.
Just another guy who needs a building built in Gratul, Maslow,
replied Nessian. Maslow looked down to the ground, reciprocating with an emphatic nod. You joining the office for the dinner party? It's been a while since everyone has seen you, you know? Ever since, said Maslow, matched by an unexpressive stare from Nessian. Maslow forced out a smile. Don't allow me to be rude. Guessing you have plans? Nessian nodded.
The usual. She's waiting for me,
said Nessian. Maslow offered a soft, conciliatory grin before his expression had muted, with his eyes looking to the ground. Praying for you, Nessian. I'll catch you tomorrow, said Maslow, walking away from Nessian's office. Nodding to acknowledge Maslow's departure, Nessian grabbed his pen once more, jotting down upon the paper in cursive writing. The note read,
Hello, my love. I closed another deal on a high-paying client today. I wasn't in doubt that the offer would be made, but I know you could use the good news. When we next meet, I'll be sure to tell you all about it. I'll be with you soon, my dove.
Grabbing a bowler hat from a hat stand and placing the envelope into a satchel, Nessian walked out the door of his office with a bottle of spice, sage, and cedarwood-scented cologne. The next day arrived, bringing Nessian additional tasks to prepare his client's building supplies for the upcoming construction plans. Nessian made a number of phone calls and edited numerous computer files that contained the designs of the upcoming project. Before the end of the day had arrived, Nessian's boss entered his office, a fairly large man of muscular tone, with brown hair. I see you never rest. Now tell me, Nessian, how does a new project offer, with compensation, of course, coming from my superior, sound to you? Asked his boss. Wiping his hand across his forehead, Nessian looked confused for a brief moment.
Well, nothing I couldn't handle. When do you need this done?
Asked Nessian. As soon as always, said his boss, casting a grin across his face.
Now, of course, this is the start of the story for Umbral Stalker. This is the beginning of Nessian's story before he is dealt the tragedy which sparks the rest of the story and the pact that Nessian will be making to become Umbral Stalker. Thanks for listening to this, guys, and I hope you enjoy the book. So if you guys know anything about the previous video, we were literally about to finish it. We were literally done with the support unit build. I literally won the entire thing. We struggled with the support unit build. I think, what was it, for 4 runs or whatever? We were having a tough time. And then by the time we finally get to that last playthrough that we just had, I finally did it. It was finally complete. We finally won. Literally, there was only so many turns left before we were finished. And then, of course, the whole thing fell apart. Black Lives Matter completely shut down my playthrough. And we got the black screen of death for perpetuity on the last playthrough. And I show you guys that in the end of the last video, you see the black screen of death, the Black Lives Matter activists shutting down my Age of Wonders 4 playthrough. So, here we are. We're going into the next playthrough. I am pissed. I feel like a woman in menopause. I am beyond anger. I am ready to destroy third world nations. But of course,
starts here.
third world nations have already defeated me. They've already destroyed my playthrough. So, instead, I guess we have to move on. We have to rebuild. We are refugees. And now, I am continuing from where we left off. So, of course, what are we doing for this playthrough? Handbra Groper the Unstoppable. We have played with this freaking biatch for 4 freaking runs. I think 4 or 5. Or this is the 5th, okay? We've been here a long time with Handbra the Groper Unstoppable guy. Well, whatever. I have made the decision. Now, what I could have done with this playthrough, this is the current plan with the playthrough, is that I was going to do this based on automation. We were going to be automating the city growth and expansion. I've never done it before. I've always wondered what would it be like to do a playthrough like that. Well, this is going to be that playthrough. By the way, I want to do a shield units build, but this is not going to be it. But we will do that at some point. It's just not going to be this one. But I do want to do shield units. And again, by the way, the last previous playthrough, we already basically proven the utility of a support unit. So you support units, they really don't do a lot of damage. They're not terrible, but like, man, it takes so much research to get them going. It's way too much work, and honestly, they just don't do it. I think that support units, you know, it would be nice if you could make them powerhouses, but I've not been able to figure it out. I don't know what it takes to make a support unit absolute bonkers crazy power. I don't know what makes a support unit. I mean, okay, the reality is that support units, they're really not that strong. You give them crit chance, you give them frenzying focus, you give them all kinds of things, and they're really not going to do that much damage. It's really sad. I mean, I'm kind of surprised by it because I thought they were going to do a lot more damage, but they didn't. So that is what it is. And we did a bunch of things in that playthrough. Everything was going swimmingly. My heroes were developing nicely, so whatever. So, what is this playthrough? Because effectively, we're doing the same thing with this playthrough as the last playthrough. The build is the complete same. I haven't done anything with it. So, are we doing support units? The answer is no. Instead, we're going to be doing monks, constrictors. There's another tier 2 unit. We're going to be doing the tier 2 units that I've never touched before. That's what we're doing with this playthrough. So again, we're using monks and constrictors. I think there's another one, and I'm forgetting what it is. But these are the racial units that I've never touched. These are the racial units that are tier 2s. Never touched them. They seem to be okay. They seem to be decent. They're not too crazily powerful. I think the other thing I was actually considering was using the Afflictor and using the Honor Blade. Those two units Now, the Afflictor is a tier 2. The Honor Blade is a unit that basically has tier 3 stats, but he's a tier 1, right? And he's for the Oathsworn faction. I may or may not use the Honor Blade just because of how good he is. I don't know yet. I'm still making up my mind on that because I want to do a couple of things with this build, but yeah, I don't know. You know, at the very least, we're going to be doing Afflictors. We're going to be doing, maybe we'll do some, no, we're not doing Vow Keepers this time around. So we're doing Afflictors, we're doing Monks, and we're doing Constrictors. That's the plan. That's what we're doing here. Again, Constrictors are super good units, really strong. They do a lot of damage. They're polearm units. I've been really impressed with them in the past, so I'm looking forward to using them again. And then we have the by the way, the Afflictor is really not that crazy. Yeah, I guess he's okay, but he's really not that crazy. And then we have the Monk, and the Monk is an interesting unit that that can frontline and also do damage. Hypothetically, a lot of people are not that impressed with the Monk, but we're going to be giving him a shot as well. So anyway, the next playthrough, I have it planned to do my Healer Dragon, and I have it planned that we are going to be doing the Summoners. I'm hoping that we can finally get around to it, but I did want to do a tier 2 unit playthrough, and I guess this is a good excuse right here. So, aside from that, we're going to be going about this playthrough in a very interesting way. I'm going to be playing it really fast and loose, and we're going to see how the game feels when you play it fast and loose. Of course, we're on Brutal, Major Advantage difficulty. We have the Pantheon rulers here. We have the game flow as usual. We have Disabled on Score. We have Always on Hero Resurgence. Everything's pretty much the way it's always been, so it's the way it's been for like the last couple of playthroughs. Oh shoot, don't restore that. Don't do that. Oh, that was close. Alright, we're going to make sure though, I need to shut down the... I don't want to have high lens. I do not enjoy the high lens. It's really frustrating to play on that, and I don't really want to do some of these, so... I've done enough of the other ones. We're either going to be doing Forming or Scorched Climate just because of the difficulty factor. Really, that's the only reason. No other good reason outside of that. Okay, we could also maybe do Tropical, whichever of the three. So, anyway, that is it, and we're heading right into it. Yeah, so I think those are the tier 2 units. I don't remember if there's any others. I was interested in using the Phantasmal Warrior for this playthrough as well, but... I mean, I could, I guess, actually. Maybe I could just have a complete mixture of units. Maybe I could do the Afflictor. I could do, because 5 units, so Afflictor, Monk, Constrictor, Phantasmal Warrior, and then maybe do a Vow Keeper. But I mean, that all of that together, that feels a little bit overkill. So I don't know if that's necessary. But yeah, it's going to be a bunch of tier 2 racial units. That is the plan with this playthrough here. And it looks like we got that tower right there. So we can definitely grab that when we want to. So this is what we're doing right here. We're going to be just placing this guy on automate production. I've never done this before. And on expansion focus, we're going to be doing... So they say right here... highest value. That is not bad. That's actually a kind of... I might want to try that with a different city and see how that works. But yeah, we're doing knowledge. That's the main thing that we're focusing. So it's going to be on automates. And it's just going to do everything for me because I don't give a freaking trash anymore. We do have the seal bearers, by the way. I don't think we're going to be using those in this playthrough because I would have to... It's either I build for magical units or I build for physical units. If I want to do a magical tier 2 playthrough, I guess I could do the Vow Keepers and the Seal Bearers that time around. But obviously we're not doing that for this one here. So we're not going to be messing with that trash. Not for this one. And I don't think we're going to be using the Honor Blade, although I am really tempted to do it just because something tells me that the Honor Blade is actually really solid for late game. We are going to be doing the same thing this time as well. We're going to be doing Gloomstrider. We already have Mana Addicts, so we have Lifesteal pretty dependably. Oh, we can get Scholarly. That's nice. And it's a mage. That is good for early game. Mages actually do... Oh, they still have the Beetles. Oh, love of God. Oh, frick, son. I'm not a big fan of that. The Beetles look so freaking gay. There's way cooler mounts than that. Whatever. Looks like we got the Clawmark Cave down here. I think I definitely want to expand down this way. We're just going to take out these guys before they start pumping out a bunch of units at me. Oh. Oh, whoops. I should have had these guys. Whatever. I guess I'll go down here and build an outpost. And then... It looks like we got a lot of other places to build outposts on. The interesting thing with this playthrough is that we're going to be we're not going to be building all of my free city vassals myself, so I don't really know what that's going to look like. I'm not going to have teleporters built out on my free city vassals. So I'm going to have to place down outposts to make up for that. So that will be interesting. It's kind of a trade-off, but I guess I'm willing to make that. Alright, so the Clawmark Cave. Let's place an outpost there. We might go for the Clawmark. We can take out those dudes. Alright. I don't know what I think. I think that the lightning evocation is pretty good. I've been using it a good bit. I don't know which one's better though. Fire, evocation, or the lightning. The fire one, that hits a lot more targets, especially in the late game. The lightning does not hit as many units. It's good in the early game to do lightning. I could just give this guy the hindering blizzard. So I guess I'll do that. And it looks like we spawned next to rainbow clover there. I guess I could build another city right here. This guy could expand upward. And then right here we can expand more downward this way. I wonder where we spawned. We're kind of close towards the right side of the map. Alright, so we will build... We're going to build another outpost right here. It's supposed to have auto expansion. I don't think I have to do that myself. So... we do that right, and then I think it does it on its own. I wonder how this is gonna go. It will be interesting. Alright, so they built a quarry. Well, that's retarded. Could have built a mine, but... I guess I am victim to the game. Oh dear. There's no way I'm taking out those guys, not in the early game. Could try to go over here though. Most of these enemy units are kind of easy to take down. The Decaying Spire, we're gonna have to wait. I gotta get status effect immunity rings before we do that. So, we're gonna be playing this one fast and loose, this playthrough here. Which means that I might get my magical materials a little bit faster doing things this way. Wow. Of course. Oh dear God. No, thank you. We can do an honor blade. I think I'll do what? Oh wait, no. In the late game, I think I want to do like 2 constrictors, 1 monk, and then I guess 2 afflictors for the ranged damage. I think we'll have enough frontliners. Wow. It's just building quarries on quarries. I wonder what kind of guild this is going to make, because I can already tell it's not going to be something I want. It's not even focusing what has a boost. It's literally building something that doesn't have a boost. It's not even building foresters. Oh my gosh. That is such a mess. Yeah, I don't know about that. I wonder if I can get away with this fight. We're gonna try. We have Dragon Breath on a quick cooldown, so that does allow us to do a good bit of damage. I am gonna do Tail Swipe. That does a lot of damage early game. And for this guy, as I remember, we do Materium. And getting Taunt. Taunt is typically not too crazily powerful, but I guess I'll grab it. Yeah, man. It is so tragic how the last game played out. We were literally done with this build. Literally. And then we were not. How depressing. But we are kind of rushing through this one, I guess. Uh-oh. Of course that has to happen. Alright, so with this one, we're gonna automate it, and then I'm gonna do the highest value instead. I have no idea. Well, what does that do? It's just annex the province with the highest income resource of values. Well, that actually... That's what the AI does anyways. So... Yeah, we're gonna just do it like this, so... That should work out. Dang, we are getting battered up. Okay, so what's a good one here? I think that starting out, Tome of Discipline's a good one, and we can get those monks pretty early. Maybe we do 2 monks, 2 constrictors, and then we do 1 afflictor. I don't know. Or maybe we just... Man, getting inner mastery early is actually pretty nice. I guess we'll do that instead.
True strength resides in...
Okay. I guess we can do the palisade walls. Just to be careful. Kind of feels crazy speedrunning this in this way. We've never really blazed through like this. Which, I mean, you know, compared to how I usually do it, I guess this is blazing through. Or something close to that. Let's see what this is. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go take out the Claw Mark Cave. we're gonna get one more honor blade. It would be interesting to use an honor blade or two in my build, but I don't even know if I'm really gonna stick to that. If you look at the honor blade though, this guy's got really good stats. I mean, his damage, I would say, is okay. He's got defensive strike, which is nice. And then he's got good resistance and good defense. So he seems pretty decent to me. to me. By the way, Smite 2 is going to be releasing its... Oh yeah, we're getting Prospector. That'll make my army a little bit more powerful. Although apparently it makes you a lot more expensive on your hero, but that's fine. There's a lot of ways to make up for golds, so... Yeah, anyways, so Smite 2 is going to be entering open beta. Aladdin is being announced as a character. That'll be interesting. I've played a little bit of Aladdin and he's kind of cool. I don't fully understand him yet. And I do wonder how broken that character is going to be. It is kind of cool because he's like a little bit of a parkour character. So the liberties that they took in making his character, it's kind of interesting. I don't think he's the most creative character they've made though, because clearly he's a mixture of the other characters, but you can only get so creative. So they've made a ton of characters and he's creative enough. So I'm kind of happy with his introduction to the game. I don't really know why they did Aladdin though. Like they have not brought in Odysseus yet. They haven't brought in Themistocles, right? That's the name of his son. They haven't brought in like so many characters. They did bring in the Manticore, Marty Chorus, right? That's his name. They've done a few things, but I think of it would make more sense to make like a Cyclops. Really, this is happening again. It would make more sense if they made a Cyclops character instead of Aladdin. Aladdin's weird because I don't think he's actually a god in anyone's culture. So I don't know why they're choosing to make him a character, but I guess it's to get the Pajites really happy about Smite 2 and to play the game, which just means more broken English in your lobbies, more people that can't speak to you direct. Which is great. I mean, we are already dealing with the EBT crew, the my Black Lives Matter squad, who shut down the previous playthrough we were having. So everything comes with a trade-off, I guess. You know, a little bit of Pajites and a little bit of Black Lives Matter. Whatever. So, anyways, I guess that's why they made the character Aladdin. They got to give the Indians something, even though, well, yeah, I guess. Or, I don't know. I don't know. What is Aladdin? I think he is Indian. I don't remember, though. He's something. He's someone's freaking son. I don't know. Some racial line of melanated. No idea. Totally clueless. But they're going to be releasing 4 characters with Aladdin. And I've already made my guess. I'm going to guess it's going to be Cthulhu. May or may not be Bastet. I don't know. There's another one that I thought was much more likely. I'm always forgetting characters because there's so many. But I could see them bringing in Apollo. I could see them bringing in... I really think they're going to do Cthulhu, though. I think they're going to do King Arthur. And I think they're going to do... Oh, shoot. What was the other one I was thinking? They're going to bring in another character. I forget who it was. I swear they're going to bring in... I got it correct when I said they were going to bring in Agni, because... For whatever reason, Agni is... You wouldn't really think it, but he's kind of a staple character to the game, so... He's being brought in. Or sorry, he was already brought in recently. He was brought in the last update. And then with him, they brought in a couple of characters. I forget who they are right now. But... I do think they might do, instead of Bastet, they may do Daji. I do wonder, but it's gonna be some woman that is a furry. So, or, you know, arachnid, something. And I was thinking that they might bring in Atlas as well. I think that Atlas is a character that is definitely a lot of fun to play. And I think they will be bringing him in as soon as possible, but I don't know. I think there's a few assassins that may be Hoonbats. They might bring in Hoonbats. I can see them doing that. Mostly because he is an assassin that is largely fun to play. I think for most people. Let's do a monk. So of course with this playthrough we are releasing our cities immediately. And we're just going to be moving on. Instead of last time where I was building up my cities, rushing the production of buildings. I was building them one by one. This time we're going to be building my cities and immediately releasing them. And last time, by the way, I was making, through using a bunch of cities in close proximity and building shade network on them, I was producing an enormous amount of research doing that. Basically keeping up with the research on my cities. But at that point, it kind of makes me think like, might as well just focus on having more cities rather than building up your free city vassals. That's what I'm thinking, so I think we're going to equal out and be just fine in this playthrough when it comes down to the knowledge production on my cities. This guy's expanding to the right. I want him to expand to the left. Especially to go grab that Archon's blood, otherwise known as menstrual blood. Looks like we got a random biatch right here. All right. I guess, wait, what are these guys? Masters of anti-magic, yikes. That is pretty tough to fight. A lot of disruption. And that can be pretty powerful. So... I don't know what this guy should be fighting. I guess he could go fight Scragheim. I would not be against it. It would be decent help to have that. And we're gonna go over here. We're gonna build a city on top of the... Oh, well, I guess not there. Alright. Maybe right here. Instead, we're gonna build a city, I guess, right here. So we're gonna get focus crystals pretty early. That'll be nice. Oh dear God. A random horseman appears. And some tier 5s. Well, one tier 5. Looking to wreck us. I can grab gold by doing this. Although making peace, I'm pretty sure that hurts me in my standing, so I'm not going to allow that. Gonna be interested though. Let's see if I can fight this guy. May or may not be able to do it. Oh wow. I should have watched that actually. I wonder how they did that. I know they have lifesteal, but it's not enough against really difficult enemies. Early game. But now we gotta... I guess we could build a city right here. Yes. And what's right here? Oh dear God. I see. This would raise my adherence. Alright, so we got these queers in the Umbral Abyss. Good to know. Well, yikes. I don't know what to do here. I think I'll just sit here. We can build that, and this'll save me a little bit on mana. We're gonna sit here and heal. And right here, we're gonna build another honor blade. We can do another one of these dudes Would be nice to have another scholar. The Rangers, I've actually kind of found out that the Rangers are not really weak. They're decent heroes. And like early game, they do insane damage all throughout the game. They have so much one-shot potential. It is absolutely insane. So I've actually found myself really enjoying the Rangers. Again, the mages, they do a lot of damage, but they're nothing like the Ranger. The Ranger can literally just one-shot fools all throughout the game. So I'm actually going to grab one here just because of how good they are. And I don't really know. I think the Death Knight is nice, but I think that the Warrior might be better. I can't really tell most of the time, but the Spellblade, I don't know if I can really tell if the Spellblade's even worth considering. It is definitely tough to figure out who are the best heroes in the game. Defenders are good late game. They're really good at fighting multiple enemies. If they get swarmed, they're so good at just getting a bunch of kills and whatnot through their retaliations. Really good at that. Oh dear God. How many tier 2? Okay, I mean, yeah, we got the evokers and all that, but we're not going to be doing any magical units here. Although, they did buff those units, by the way. The evoker, the pyromancer, a lot of the tier 2 mages. They did make them stronger. Alright, so Bootis. Interesting. Let's see, are there any other special racial units here? The Houndmaster, he's not really that good anymore. At one point, he was okay. I'm not really gonna bother with him, but he is a tier 2. Yeah, I think we're doing monks, afflictors. I do want to use the Stormbringer again at some point. Yeah, I don't really see any tier 2s outside of the Constrictor, the Monk, and the Afflictor to try out. That'll work. Oh no. He's building above ground. Oh shoot. You gotta be kidding. Well, that is unfortunate. I can't believe he's doing that. Retarded. Let's see if we can do this. I kind of believe that we can do it, but it might be a little difficult. Yeah, let's watch that. So maybe honor blades really are that good. Nice. Oof. That is some good early game damage. Nice. Good damage. And that is why the lightning evocation's really good, is that if the targets are spread out, you can hit them all. Opposed to fire evocation. Alright, so we got the monks. I think it's time to go grab the constrictors. How good is the White Witch? Yeah, let's get that constrictor now.
Be inspired by the tentacle and
Oof. Looks like we lost that guy. Why does it keep on asking me to set the production when I put it on automate? I do not understand that. That is so annoying. I mean, might as well just have me do it then. It's kind of retarded. Oh, shoot. Looks like the 12 seasons is rolling through. Is captured. We could do that. Or of course we could grab this guy and then we can get rid of him to grab all of his stuff. He doesn't really have a whole lot. Whatever. Alright. Something tells me we're not gonna make it through this fight here. Difficult. Yeah, difficult units. Alright. We are not going to do that. We got another tunnel right here. I might want to build down here pretty fast. get at least like maybe 2 or 3 cities going. We are being attacked right there. Oh, we're getting attacked everywhere. What the? Well, that's messed up. Let's see what's down here. Oh, shoot. It keeps on asking me to do the production, which is literally antithetical to automating it. Makes no sense. Or maybe it cannot afford what it wants to do. Gonna make sure that we get that knowledge early game. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna quick save and find out if we can take it. We have 3 heroes. I guess that's good enough. Why is the main city not building anything? Oh, they allowed it to build again. What the frick? I guess it doesn't matter, but it does matter whether or not we build right here. Whatever. Nice. The mantra of purification is a really good one. Why is it not building on its own? It's so annoying. You do it, you freaking clown. Biatch. What is this? Nope. Not doing that. Oh dear. We are competing with that city now for a bunch of resources. That is no fun. Why are we building so many quarries? That is so strange. The AI is halfway retarded. Without a doubt. The way it expands is really stupid. And now, so I put it on knowledge, but it won't grab this. It's probably because we can't reach it. So we can do a constrictor, we can do a monk. They gave the constrictor a lot of good stats here. Interesting. And sadly, they nerfed the Seal Bearer, which was a much stronger unit at one point. I think we'll do a constrictor here. I wonder if we can take this. I sort of doubt it. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. That definitely works for me. Okay. We're gonna repair this trash. We got the mantra of purification. And I might grab Tome of Alchemy or not. Don't know yet. I could do the Tome of Shades. That's nice, but it's not really necessary right now. Yeah, we might as well just grab this so that we can get the Afflictor. I don't know if the Afflictor's good or bad. In the past, I haven't really been that impressed. But I guess we're giving it another shot. It seems up in the air. Maybe just doing the melee units is a better idea. So maybe doing something like the Phantasmal Warrior, that could be stronger. I don't know.
The perfect alchemical formula requires an equal measure of both time and
Uh-oh. It looks like they just took over his city because he was not defending it. That is interesting that the Marauders got away with that. They want me to set production yet again. For some reason, it's always about me setting production. I guess I'll do a blacksmith. And they want me to do it again. I guess I'll do a town hall. So it looks like we are at... Oh, I was supposed to turn this guy into a city by now. Whoops. Forgot about that. We can do that in 2 turns. Should be relatively fast. I'm just gonna put this guy on auto. I don't really care. Can I wish I could expand that guy right now. I might want to do it manually. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Would be nice. I don't think this guy can expand any much further for a while. He's gone as far as he can, so... Yeah. We got ourselves a constrictor here. And I think I'll grab another one. Or maybe a monk. I guess I can do a monk. Just to try them out. Ooh, that is close. I could probably grab that city for myself if I wanted to. Lawbringer, Glory Seeker. Glory Seeker's always better. Some people say it's not that good, but they're wrong. All right. I am going to build a bunch of trash down here. Like a mad biatch. Well, it seems like the automated expansion system is kind of trash. That's what I'm seeing. It doesn't really select anything based upon actual values of anything important. It, is this guy tier 3? No. How did he expand right there? Well, that's weird. Oh no, we never built a conduit. Oh shoot. Well, there goes the channeling tower. And also the quest. Unfortunate. Biatch. I think I'm gonna do another constrictor. I think we can start up the second army. Because soon we're getting the afflictors, I believe. We don't have access to them yet. Alright, so we're gonna turn this guy here into a city. We're gonna be getting the focus crystals. Yep, sadly we did not finish that. That was definitely unfortunate. Uh-oh. Looks like we're getting wrecked yet again. But yeah, we gotta clear out down here. Then we'll come back over here. Grab the decaying spire. And also grab the Archon's blood. But we do gotta grab the Crawler's Nest. Probably as the next city. Right here. Alright. it appears that these guys are going to be attacking us very soon. Actually, one turn. Wow. Well, that's not going to be fun. Yes, that's going to suck. Wow. Alright. And we're stuck down here, so that's going to take, oof, 2 turns to get up there. Not good. Yes, not good. Kind of unfortunate. And we're also getting pillaged right there. Some dude with a katana showed up. Well, screw you. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So one more turn and they will attack us. Wow. That's not going to be fun. Wait, he's expanding further from there? How's he doing that? He's only tier 2. Oh, yeah, I see. Wow. Well, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah. That blows. So I guess we're gonna get there in one turn, right? I can... Let's do another monk, I guess. I don't know. No, actually. Constrictors will be better here. Wow. Alright, well, looks like fun right here. Uh-huh. We'll shoot. Alright, I think next turn I can rush out whatever the frick comes to mind. Would be nice to get that tranquility pool whenever I can. Oh, look at that. We got, this dude. He's showing up and doing stuff. How nice. I'm gonna defend with this city here. And we're also gonna get these guys to defend me. Should have done that earlier. Didn't really think it was going to matter, but now I'm changing my mind. Well, that's expensive. What the frick? Oh, shoot. Alright. I don't think we have it. That is way too strong. They even have a Reaper. Oh, Lord. Oh, of course. Did we really just lose like that? What is this? No way. What is this? This is the... what? Of sorrow? Oh, shoot. I've never fought these guys before. Oh, you know what? I think these are the research variants, actually. Yeah, that sucks. Unfortunate. So did we just lose already? I mean, oh my gosh. We seriously lost this? Oh my word. The suffrage is unreal. I don't know, man. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, they're wrecking us. All right. Well, I guess I should play it a little bit differently next time. I mean, if we're losing that easily, that's not... Clearly, that's not working. Interesting. Yeah, there's a couple of ways we could have done this. We actually should have put defensive armies on my city. Ouch. All right. Well. Okay. I guess we're gonna head right into the next one. Yeah, that was a screw up. Nice. Very, very nice. Unfortunate, as it is. Wow. We could have done better. I guess, I have a different strategy in mind. Dude, jeez, this builds. I've been using Hand Bra Groper for like the last how many playthroughs now? This is ridiculous. Jeez Louise. We cannot make this biatch work. Alright. On to the next playthrough, I guess.